Hello YouTube, my name is Nero and today some Call of Duty Advanced Warfare and another episode of DNA Saturday, which is the weekly series here on my channel where subscribers send me in DNA bombs. I do best to talk about them, break them down, show them off, and of course promote the channel of the player that actually submitted the DNA bomb. So the gameplay today is going to be brought to you by a guy that goes by the name of the Slick Cricket. He's actually a very good player, and of course we'll be talking about his YouTube channel here towards the end. But if you guys would like to check out his YouTube channel, there's going to be a link to it at the very top of the video description. And what he's doing here is actually playing a game of Hardpoint here on the map Biolab, running around with the AK47 and specifically the Gorilla variant of the AK47, which is one of the later DLC guns added to Advanced Warfare. It's the AK-47, right? Like, this is the weapon that is in every single Call of Duty game, and there was a variant of the AK-47 that, of course, came with Advanced Warfare. That was the AK-12, which you guys don't know the difference between, like, the AK-12 and the AK-47. Essentially, the AK-12, there are some actual big differences, but essentially, it is more futuristic, a more modern version of the AK-47 design, right? It's just a more modernized version of it. That's essentially what the AK-12 is. So that was initially here in Advanced Warfare because it's Advanced Warfare, it makes sense, but they then added in the AK-47, the old tried and true, the classic weapon, into the Advanced Warfare multiplayer via supply drops and advanced supply drops later on in the game's life cycle, which I think that was one of the best things they did in Advanced Warfare. Was they continued to add content to the game, and even if the weapons would like reuse some assets, like they would reuse damage profiles in some cases, in some different situations they would reuse the sounds that the weapons would be able to make, you know, the weapon sounds would be kind of recreated from other weapons that already existed within the game. Regardless, I still think it was cool that they decided to add in new weapons to the game, but kind of kept it fresh, and they didn't make us pay for them directly. They didn't make us have to go out and purchase weapon DLC and whatnot and make us pay like $1.99 for a gun. Instead, they just put them in supply drops and advanced supply drops and left it up to complete luck and RNG as to whether or not people were actually going to be able to get these brand new weapons, which personally I thought was a good system. I thought it was a great idea that they had over there at Sledgehammer, and I would like to see that kind of an idea implemented in the future. But the problem with it is if a game doesn't have supply drops and advanced supply drops, how could they possibly put in DLC weapons but make it random? They would have to just add in free DLC weapons, kind of as fan service, which I think a lot of studios could do that. I think Treyarch could definitely do that. I think Infinity Ward could do that, and Sledgehammer obviously showed that they can do it. So I think it'd be cool if we go towards the future in Call of Duty where they just give us guns for free. Like, just randomly, like, hey, here's a free gun. Have a free gun. You know what? It's October. We're going to give you a free gun here right towards the end because we know the game's at the end of its life cycle. Here, have a free weapon, and we'll just make it available for everybody to download. Like, I think that would be pretty cool if they were to do that. We'll have to see. But right coming up here actually is a fantastic clip. I want to show you guys this here. So he gets a triple kill right there. He starts reloading. They sees this guy just happen to walk out from behind the building and ends up picking up the quad feed. Not only is he picking up a DNA bomb with the AK-47, but he's, of course, actually going to be getting a quad feed like we saw back there. That is just fantastic overall. The DNA bomb itself is actually relatively quick, all things considered. So let's go ahead and talk a little bit about the Cray class here with the AK-47 as we round up this week's episodes of DNA Saturday. So first and foremost, rocking the AK-47, right, the Gorilla, which is going to give you an increase to your accuracy, but it's going to give you a decrease to your handling. The attachments he's personally running, which these are ones I recommend as well. Like, these are the attachments I always run on AK-47s in Call of Duty games because, again, the AK-47s is like every single Call of Duty game, it feels like. So adjustable stock, freaking amazing on the AK. You will love adjustable stock. It's amazing because generally the AK-47s in Call of Duty games, at least, they usually have pretty good iron sights. All the iron sights are kind of the same. They're very open, very nice iron sights. I personally love them, but I know it's all personal preference when it comes to iron sights. So you're not gonna have to use like a red dot sight or anything like that. So basically you want to use the weapon as like a fast, mobile kind of a rifle, even though the Advanced Warfare AK is a little bit different in that its handling is a little bit bad actually, because it makes it so it's a little bit longer to aim down sights as compared to other assault rifles. But adjustable stock, extended mags, and quick draw, you can't go wrong with those attachments. They just make you play very fast and very aggressively, and you'll see a lot of people running those attachments on the AK, and for good reason. It's amazing. You guys should definitely try it out. Perk 1, he's got lightweight, which if you're going to be rushing, lightweight's a good choice. It really is, but he doesn't have low profile on there. Definitely going loud. Doesn't have a silencer, doesn't have low profile. He's just going loud with it. Blind Eye Perk 2, Toughness in Perk 3, of course. Gotta have toughness on an assault rifle, especially one like the AK where the fire rate isn't amazing. because if you start shooting at somebody and your fire rate's kind of low, they have time to kind of shoot back at you, then as a result, you may flinch and end up dying. And so it's always good to have toughness, and of course he has Scavenger on there because people like Scavenger, and right there it's actually where he picks up the DNA Bomb. So that once again was from the Slick Cricket, who is an amazing player. You guys will be seeing his channel here. I'll be talking about here towards the end of the video. He gets a lot of DNA Bombs with a lot of different guns and lots of great gameplay, and if you're interested in that kind of thing, you should totally check out his YouTube channel because he is a fantastic overall player. But usually what we like to do is we like to cut towards the final score when the DNA Bomb actually goes off, but I figured we are so close to the end of the game, we're just going to go ahead and let it play out. You guys can see the final kill cam and things like that because this is the next to last episode of DNA Saturday. Unfortunately, it's the next to last episode because today's Halloween, right? This is the last Saturday before the release of Black Ops 3, which releases next Friday. Therefore, the DNA Saturday series will be coming to an end with the next and final episode, which will be announced later on this evening. But there we go. We see the final score of 57 kills, 4 deaths, 3 captures, and 1 defend in a game of Hardpoint, which is amazing. Running around the AK47, picked up the quad feed, picked up the DNA Bomb, and overall to you, Mr. Slick Cricket, you are a fantastic player. Thank you so much for submitting this AK47 DNA Bomb. Well, I hope you guys all enjoyed this episode of DNA Saturday, and if you did, remember to leave a rating where you guys feel it deserves. And if you guys would like to check out the Slick Cricket, you can do so by clicking the annotation on your screen or by clicking the link to his channel, which is going to be at the very top of the video description. Over on his YouTube channel, he is a gameplay channel. All he seems to post is DNA bombs because he's that good, and he has a wide variety of different DNA bombs over on his YouTube channel. You see here just from this, you see he has a TAC 19 one, he has an M16, he has this AK47 one that we saw here in this video, he has of course an EPM3, he's got the royalty links, he's got some chem strikes and stuff like that back from Call of Duty Ghosts. He did get a nuclear from the Black Ops 3 beta. Just overall, he's a fantastic player who gets a lot of DNA bombs, lots of chem strikes, and even when it comes to the Black Ops 3 beta, he was getting some nuclears. So if you guys would like to check him out, especially with Black Ops 3 right around the corner, he's probably going to be a player that you're going to keep your eye on if you're a fan of great gameplay. So go ahead and give his channel a look if you guys haven't already. And ladies and gentlemen, that is going to conclude this particular episode of DNA Saturday. Usually, this is the part of the video where I say, hey, if you guys would like to submit your DNA bombs for next week's episodes of DNA Saturday, but I can't do that because this is the final week for DNA Saturday. As sad as this, guys, as sad as it is, all good things have to come to an end. So this is going to be the final week, and the next episode is going to be the final episode of DNA Saturday. It's going to be going up later on this evening. I hope you guys stay tuned for that. I hope you guys all enjoyed this episode of DNA Saturday. Remember to leave a rating, and I hope you guys all have a wonderful day.